So a lot of people in this country, when talking about movies, video games, literature, etc., they love to talk about how we're in this culture where there's like no new ideas. There's always sequels, reboots, remakes, out the wazoo, out the whim wham. They're everywhere. There's sequel this, unnecessary reboot, unnecessary sequel, the third trilogy that really shouldn't have even been one trilogy in the first place. All right. Along that line, along that same vein, here we have another sequel that no one asked for, and that is Sarah Palin Part 2. So, on April 1st, 2022, now again, bear that in mind, today, former Alaska governor and vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin threw her hat in the ring for the special election for the U.S. House seat in Alaska formerly held by the late Don Young. After submitting her application, Governor Palin issued the following statement. Today, I'm announcing my candidacy for the U.S. House seat representing Alaska. Public service is a calling, and I would be honored to represent the men and women of Alaska in Congress, just as Rep. Young did for 49 years. I realize that I have very big shoes to fill, and I plan to honor Rep. Young's legacy by offering myself up in the name of service to the state he loved and fought for. Because I share the passion for Alaska and the United States of America. I first entered politics 30, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she's back. It's happening. Sarah Palin, round 2, in theaters, November 2022, or whenever the special, I guess it's a special election, right? So I guess it's going to be sooner than that. But if Sarah Palin gets back in the House, which, let's be honest, she won for governorship, right? She's capable of winning a statewide race. Wow. Right? I'm just saying, if she wins, it's going to be entertaining. Now, again, Sarah Palin, let's have this serious conversation. Is Sarah Palin crazier than Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene? Honestly, I think they're in the same tier. But Sarah Palin's old school. This bitch was doing that shit back in 2008. Right, so Lauren Boebert is basically just like Sarah Palin that's been getting shot with some ray that de-ages her or something. That's basically Lauren Boebert. Sarah Palin and Lauren Boebert are basically the same character, right? So can Sarah Palin compete in a Congress where it's like the Spartans in Halo, right? You've got the second tier of Spartans like Master Chief, right? And then you got the third tier of Spartans, which are more well-trained. That, they learned about what all the Master Chief's friends, they're all dead. You ever play Halo? He's the last fucking Spartan. Why? Because the other ones fucking died. So they learned from the mistakes, and they went for the Spartan 3s, and they all learned from the mistakes of the Spartan 2s, and now they're better and more equipped. So, can Sarah Palin compete in this environment? I don't know. But, as a content creator, that's right, I create content. This is going to be fun to watch. But anyway, again, on the list of speaking of unnecessary sequels, Halo 4, 5, and 6, unnecessary sequels. Halo Reach as well. Oh, I guess that's a prequel. But anyway, I can talk about Halo a lot, and I'm not going to, because that's the end of this segment.